Tapping in with another video. This one is going to be on Antonio Brown. TMZ comes out with a video asking AB, yo, when the next time we going to see you on the field? He says, yo, tell Jerry Jones hit my line, right? But I think everybody knows except for Antonio Brown that it's over. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be the one to say it, but nobody wants you, man. And it's not because of what you do on the football field. Because on the football field, absolute stud. Absolute producer. High producer. Highly productive. You know what I'm saying? Gets open a lot. Get open with what seems to be ease. Even when he's not open, he can make tough catches, especially for a guy of his size. He's not a huge wide receiver. Once he has the ball in his hands, very explosive. Even at the age that he is now, which I think he like 33 or whatever the case may be, which is getting up there for a wide receiver. A lot of wide receivers at the age of, I mean, once you hit over 30, you know, it starts to go downhill. For AB, really, I haven't really seen any signs of going downhill. It don't look like he is. Obviously, the numbers don't look the same, but that's because he's not getting targeted as much. You know what I mean? Once he was playing with Brady, he wasn't throwing him the ball as much as Ben Roethlisberger was, right? So, but if he was force feeding him the ball like Ben was once upon a time, I believe AB could have put up those same stats last year. You know what I mean? The same stats he had for those 6-year run he had. He could have put up those type of stats with Tom Brady if they would have force fed him the ball. But obviously they had other receivers and Mike Evans and Galloway and Gronkowski, and you know, Brady like to throw it to the backs coming out of the backfield, especially if that's what you're giving to him and you want to play over the top, then he's just going to go underneath. So, and Brady, that's just always what Brady did. He always spread the ball. He always spread the ball around. He doesn't want to be one-dimensional. He doesn't want to be predictable. So he just, you know, spreads the ball and he attacks what he finds as the weakness, right? But man, it's fucked up, man. Like that AB he don't get it, man. He just doesn't get it. And I love AB, man. I love AB. I love the energy he brings. I love, you know what I'm saying? I just seen him in a couple interviews now. Funny ass dude, man. Funny. He's a funny guy. He seems to be like a likable guy. I think his teammates fuck with him off the field, but once he's on the field, he's just a selfish dude, man. And like I already said before, like I'm not one to, you know, play the selfish game or this guy worried about himself too much. You gotta worry about yourself. You gotta put yourself first. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this world that we live today. You start putting other motherfuckers before yourself, and you know what I mean, your life will go downhill for sure. But at the same time, you gotta put yourself first, but you gotta, you know, also be able to work with others, and you know, especially like your teammates and your friends and your family. You gotta compromise. You gotta meet in the middle, and you gotta find out what's fair for both. And if you can't come to that agreement, then you put yourself first. But AB, man, he just don't get it, and he always talking out the side of his neck, and it just puts him in a bad position every single time. Like, you just was talking about retirement. You said something about how you're not gonna play, or you're not gonna sign with a team, or you're not gonna get your surgery until you sign with a team. It's like, when you say shit like that, what makes you think a team is gonna then turn around and then sign you? You already said if they sign you, then you're going to go get your surgery. Then if you get your surgery, then that means they're not even going to see you till the next year, which means you're going to be a year older, which means you're going to be a guy coming off an injury that we haven't seen do anything. It's like, bruh, you just keep putting your own foot in your fucking mouth. When, as you, and then he he likes to rely on and lean back on the fact that he's a highly productive player, which he's not lying. You know what I'm saying? He's not lying. He is definitely and absolutely a high productive player. You know what I'm saying? As I already stated earlier in the video, like, he's going to get open. He's going to make difficult catches. He's going to get yards after the catch. You know what I'm saying? He's a problem. He's a force to be reckoned with. He has all of that. And even if all the players know that, all the GMs know that, all the owners know that. We all know that. We're all aware of that. But the cancer that you bring into the locker room overshines that all, or overglooms that all, shall I say. Like, it's just not a great fit in the locker room for no team, no matter how productive you are, especially after Tom Brady took you into his home with his wife and kids, right? He brung you into New England, but not only brung you into New England, but when he went to Tampa, he brung you into Tampa to revitalize your career, which he very well did. And you were back in the league. You were back in a place where even if things didn't work out with Tampa, you would have been able to go play for another team without a doubt. Another team would have signed you like, all right, boom. All right, granted, we don't have Brady, but he did show us that he can play in the league and he can, be a guy who's not being a cancer in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? I think that was in large part due to Tom Brady being around. I think that was in large part due to him wanting to get that Super Bowl ring and that Super Bowl title under his belt, which he did. And then once he got that, it was like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I think he wanted to get in the league and make some more of that money, right? But every time you had a chance to get a big ass deal, or every time you had that big deal right in your grasp, you fucked it up. Every time you had a chance to go make the big ducats, you fucked it up. Then when Brady didn't want to throw you, or when Brady decided he's going to do, what he'd been doing and not just force feed you the ball, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be one of the biggest indictments on AB. The fact that you destroyed your relationship with Tom Brady after the way Tom Brady took you in. Tom Brady took you in because we was already at this point that we at right now, where nobody wanted to fuck with you. Nobody wanted to fuck with you except for one guy. That one guy being Tom Brady, right? And then you bit the hand that fed you. You bit the hand that fed you, right? So now you're back at square one, and you're going to have another guy take a fucking chance on you, which they're not going to do. Nobody else is going to do it because you fucked it up with Brady. If you fuck it up with Brady, you're going to fuck it up with anybody. See, people know the type of guy that Ben is. All right, we can kind of see why he can get along with Ben. All right, Gruden is a guy who has his own type of ego as well and want things done his way, yada, yada. All right, maybe that's why he ain't working out with Gruden. You got to New England. You all of a sudden you had the text messages, the bitches saying you doing this and they saying you doing that. All right, they had to let you go. But when you ended up in Tampa, and Bruce Arians ain't want you there because he already knew the type of fucking heat you was gonna bring, and then Brady said, "Fuck that, get him in here." They got you in there. Y'all won a Super Bowl. You were productive as advertised, right? And then the next year you just fuck it up for no good reason, because you ain't make as much money as you wanted to make, but you was going to make the money on the tail end anyway. You was going to make the money on the tail end anyway. You just ain't make the money when you wanted to make the money. Ultimately, man, this is the end of your career. It's over. It's not going to be another team to take a chance on you, and you're going to get to a point where you're begging and pleading to get back into the league, because I promise you, my guy, I promise you, that rap money ain't nothing like that football money, dog. And you too old to be a rapper, dog. You know what I'm saying? The rapping is a young man's sport. Just like football and basketball and it's a young man's sport. Once you start getting over the age of 30, you're on the tail end of your career at the point where you got to start making business moves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're not making business moves, but what I'm saying is, bro, you trying to get into these young bull sports and it's over, man. Your talent was on a football field, and for whatever reason, you want to be the street guy. That's really not chill. You understand what I'm saying? Did you grow up in the hood? Yeah, you grew up in the hood, but just because you grew up in the hood don't make you a street nigga. It don't make you a street motherfucker. It don't make you a street bull. It don't make you bout it. Don't mean you know what I mean? It don't mean you got no experiences. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you probably was getting protected and saying, yo, young boy, no, you can't do this, bro. Go get on the field. You too nice, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you had any thorough OGs around you, but at the end of the day, that's my take on it, man. AB, your career is done. It's over. I don't think I'll ever see you on the NFL field again. If anything, you might be able to play in one of them, one of these, the XFL. That's probably your best shot at this point. Maybe you can get in the XFL or one of these, other football leagues that's not the NFL. But your days in the NFL is done. I promise you that. I promise you. You know what I mean? It's Tate Takes though, man. If you agree with this genre, if you don't agree with it, you know what I mean, leave a comment in the comment box, subscribe, and like the video, man. It's Tate Takes. We out of here. Let's get it.